Good morning, citizens, and welcome to another episode of Objection Celebrity Court Chatter. We are covering three separate things that popped off yesterday. The episode today is called See You in Court. We are going to be covering Blake Lively and the judge setting a hearing for tomorrow on the motion for judgment on the pleadings. And we are also going to be covering Diddy's upcoming sentencing tomorrow. So October 3rd is going to be a busy day. And something that dropped yesterday was Kim Kardashian's lawsuit against Ray J. So, we talked about the cease and desist letters here on the show. I forget which episode it was, maybe 2 episodes ago. Perez Hilton got hit with one. We looked up which publications had taken the article off. And which ones had kept it, which was just TMZ and Page 6, but most of the other publications had removed the article. And this is in regards to Ray J, allegedly. We have our little banner down here for entertainment purposes, allegedly. This is in regards to Ray J allegedly saying that he had started a RICO case against Kim K. So we're going to get into all of that today. Good morning, Marie. And Wrathful, always a pleasure to see you. If you guys don't follow Wrathful Poser, you guys can follow her over on YouTube. She's got a really cute Halloween kids book that's super cute that I went over and checked out the other day. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. It's going to be a short show because if you guys remember, today I am going to be going to a double feature of Wayfair Studios movies. I'm going to be doing Eleanor the Great around 10:30, and then the Senior later on this afternoon. So I get like a little 45, 50-minute break in between for lunch, and then I'm going to get right into the Senior. So gonna go support Wayfair today, and so we're gonna keep it pretty short. We're gonna start with Kim Kardashian. Let me go ahead and remove this and set up this tab over here. Add to the stage. Here we go, and then I make myself a little bit smaller. And here we go. Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner sue Ray J for defamation over blatantly false racketeering claims. Says Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are suing Ray J for defamation after he claimed that he's working with the feds to build a RICO case against the mother and daughter duo. And this is how they start off the lawsuit. Unable to accept the end of his fleeting relationship with Miss Kardashian of over 20 years ago, Ray J has repeatedly sought to attach himself to plaintiffs' names and exploit their prominence for personal gain, reads the lawsuit, obtained by Page 6 on Wednesday. In May, Ray J stated in the documentary TMZ Presents United States versus Sean Combs Inside the Diddy Trial that racketeering charges against the Kardashians would be appropriate, adding, "If you told me that the Kardashians were being charged for racketeering, I might believe it." So there they are when they were dating. You guys know about the infamous intimate tape that they put out that supposedly, he says, her mother, Kris Jenner, was behind all that, was the brains behind putting that out. It says the R&B singer doubled down last week, alleging to Krishan Rock during a live stream that went viral on social media that the federal RICO that he's about to drop on Kim K is about to be crazy. And this is quoted. I'm on the news every day. I'm going to say a lot of shit. Anybody that is cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The feds are coming. There's nothing I can do about it. And then he goes on to say that it's worse than Diddy. In their lawsuit, the Kardashian stars argue that Ray J provided no evidence whatsoever for these explosive accusations, which they call blatantly false and calculated falsehoods. They said no such federal investigation exists. No law enforcement agency has initiated any criminal proceedings or investigations related to racketeering against Ms. Kardashian or Ms. Jenner, and no credible evidence whatsoever supports these inflammatory allegations. Now, my question was when they first put out the statement, because they had put out the statement in the cease and desist, was would the feds, and this is, I'm asking chat or replay crew in the comments, would the feds even tell you if you were under investigation? I mean, did they tell Diddy he was under investigation? I don't know. It doesn't seem like something they would do, especially for RICO charges. They would try and investigate without, letting you know so that you pivot or whatever. So I don't know about this part, but maybe they do go and check and all that stuff. But turns out that this might be one of their first defamation suits as well. It says the reality star turned businesswoman brings this action to hold Ray J accountable for his calculated campaign of lies and harassment, to put an end to this years-long pattern of exploiting their names for notoriety, and to seek redress for the substantial harm this malicious conduct has caused to their reputations, their livelihoods, and emotional well-being. Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian have never brought a defamation claim before, so this is their first time suing someone for defamation. Nor have they been distracted by noise, but this false and serious allegation left no choice. Reps for Ray J did not immediately respond to page 6 request for comment. RICO investigations fall under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organization Act. That's what RICO stands for, RICO, which is typically utilized to prosecute drug cartels and mob crimes. I always allegedly said, remember Miss Lively and her mafia style? I was like, is that RICO? Allegedly. I did question whether they would bring RICO charges to them because there was a lot of crazy stuff that they were doing. It does say in July, rapper Sean Diddy Combs was found guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution, but not guilty of more serious sex trafficking and racketeering charges in a widely publicized federal trial. He is scheduled to be sentenced on Friday, which we're going to get into. Ray J, who infamously appeared in that tape with Kardashian in the early 2000s, previously slammed the manager for publicly leaking the intimate footage. He claims that she did. And this is when she went on Jimmy Kimmel and took a lie detector test that showed that she had nothing to do with it. You effed with the wrong black man, Kris Jenner, at Kim Kardashian. He wrote in a deleted Instagram on September 2022. I don't give an F how old this is. It's what you're trying to do to me. It's almost inhumane and foul at the highest level. F this being just racist. This is wrong to do to anybody. You think you can just F people over and get away with it forever? So this is the latest on the Ray J. And guys, I tried to find this last night, and I paid under Ray J and under Kim, and it didn't come up. And so it looks like Paula Neal Mooney. If you guys don't follow her, she does true crime content. I love her. She goes, my goodness, Kimberly, you have so many lawsuits. Anyone have the PDF of William Ray Norwood Jr.'s defamation lawsuit? It was filed by Alex Spiro on behalf of Kris Jenner and Kimberly Kardashian. Now, we know we don't mess with Alex Spiro because he is Mr. ROC himself's lawyer. And now Kim. And remember I said, I'm not going to really cover this case if it's true that it's RICO because they've got really powerful people behind them. Obviously, I'm just reporting it on the other side that she's suing Ray J now. And I'm not taking any kind of side or blaming anybody or anything. So don't come at me, Alex. I got my disclaimer. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Good morning from India. Good morning from India. I love it. How are you? Yeah, if this is true, why would he tip them off? Yeah, I did think about that. And Kim No is not representing herself as a lawyer, Joanne. It is Alex Spiro, who is of Mr. ROC fame. I don't even like to say his name. All they are doing is trying to save their names. They want to win because it's hard to prove. Yeah, defamation is indeed hard to prove. Let me zoom in a little bit here for this. But look at all the lawsuits. It says the Beauty Inc. versus Radiancy Inc. Just all kinds of, it looks like copyright lawsuits and stuff. But I ran into the same problem. Seriously, just dropped like $15 searching for it. For the Kim K versus Ray J lawsuit. Meanwhile, Kris is probably just texting somebody at TMZ the whole scoop. So I'm not sure if she found it. I'm going to keep looking for it. I'm going to try looking under, it might not have hit yet is what I was thinking, under Pacer, because I have Pacer Monitor. So let me look under Pacer because that was under the LA Superior Court. But you guys know I always link it at the bottom. Here we go. You guys know I always, oh wait, this is not the right one. We're still going on Kim. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, here we go. So I will try and find that for you because I want to read it. It's 13 pages and it's probably juicy. Oh, I love that Nicki Minaj calls them Rico Nation instead of ROC Nation. Yeah. I don't even want to mess with them because they're trouble. And we know that there's already channels being taken down for the Kirk stuff and also the Voldemort sham. What do we call it? Volsham. The Volsham. When you say that word, it seems like you get muted. It's crazy. So try to be careful because the channel just started. I usually say paper scissors, Mr. Paper Scissors, because we know what follows, or spell it out, ROC. And there is an update if you guys wanted to go check out the Demore docket on what's going on over there with ROC and the CEO and all that stuff. There has been some updates on that. It seems like the judge is letting it go ahead to trial and dismissing a lot of what the CEO of ROC is suggesting with the daughter and all that. So if you guys wanted to head over there to, it's the Demore docket on X, you can. But so she also yesterday dropped the trailer for the new season of the Kardashians, and she said someone close to her put a hit out on her life. And so at first I thought it was going to be Mr. Kanye, but wouldn't they go to jail? Isn't that illegal to put a hit on someone's life? Like, I don't know. It says in the new trailer for season 7 of the Kardashians, the middle Kardashian sister details a scary revelation. Let me see if I can pull up the trailer here. Is this the okay, so
all the
let me
craziness?
just
I think
we'll
my
leave
mom's
it at
had a
the
hard
end.
time inviting my dad
Dear Heavenly Father,
Let
to
me
lose my
find it.
in a few of these rooms. You support. Hard time inviting my dad is.
Maybe
Listen, you little mother.
I'm happy
right here.
it's over.
Right here.
Heard footsteps walking into my
Hold
room.
on, guys.
Edge. I heard these kind of on edge. I heard footsteps walking into my room.
I am terrified out of my mind. I'm
That's not
happy
it.
it's
Right
over.
here.
He put a hit out.
Right here. All right.
I
All
got
right,
a
guys, there you
call
go.
from investigators. Someone extremely close to me put a hit out on my life.
Everybody's kind of on edge. I heard footsteps walking into my room.
I am terrified out of my mind. I'm happy it's over.
My mom is on a journey where she wants to be Zen.
Listen, you little mother. Wait.
So that's what let me go to this tab. Sorry guys, today I'm trying to rush through it. So she says, I got a call from investigators in the trailer saying someone extremely close to me put a hit out on my life. And then Kylie's talking, but I think that's about when somebody broke into her home recently this past year. It says, after Kim's revelation, the scene cuts to Kendall Jenner saying everyone's kind of on edge. And then Kylie Jenner says, I heard footsteps. And then I'm terrified out of my mind. I'm happy it's over, says Kim. But I think this is a voiceover about the testifying at the robbery for the jewelry and all that stuff in Paris that she did, because that's also going to be included in the episode or in the season. It says, while terrifying, Kim's ordeal isn't the only drama explored. There's other stuff, fights between Courtney and Chloe. There's always those sisters, there's always a group of them that don't get along. And then the 2016 robbery, but it doesn't go into anything else in the article. Yeah, this just goes into the robbery, the Paris robbery trial. And we covered that early on in the show, how she went in wearing all these jewels and stuff. But yeah, so that comment was right. If she, how come we didn't hear about this? Or is someone not arrested? I mean, I don't know who it is. You guys can drop it in the comments if you're a replay crew or in the chat who you guys think someone really close to her that put a hit on her. Was it someone that worked for her? Was it her baby daddy? I don't know. That sounds like something, and this is all alleged. I'm sorry, Kanye. It's all alleged, but it seems like something he would do, on edge, being pissed off he couldn't see his kids or whatever. So maybe not something serious, because it seems like if it was serious, that person would have been arrested and there would have been some kind of criminal affidavit or something that we could read. So anyways, that's the Kim K of it all. I will be covering as soon as thank you so much, DFJ, for showing up. I appreciate you. Good morning, Chad. Everyone's listening while they're driving, taking care of the animals. So cool. Yeah, how come no one heard about it, said Wrathful. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one because we're trying to do a quick show today. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find the actual lawsuit, and as soon as I do, I will post it to X community, and I'll even post it on the YouTube community so you guys know that that's what's going on. Our next thing is Miss Blake. This is what dropped last night by Judge Liman, our favorite judge, depending on who you ask. Just kidding. Blake Lively said she needs more time to respond on the judgment on the pleadings, so Judge Lyman is dragging everyone's ass into court. This is exhausting. So if you guys remember, we did the episode on the motion for judgment on the pleadings yesterday. She replied, basically, Wayfarer is like, we want to have all this dismissed because of A, B, and C. She replied saying, I can't respond to this because it's untimely and we have depositions coming. I either need more time or you need to dismiss this and tell them to wait for the motion for summary judgment. And if you guys remember the lawyers, we had Nag and Little Girl Attorney who basically said, you know, this is not untimely. There's still plenty of time before trial. And, you know, they're well within their rights to bring this to the courts. We also had Omar and Cassidy say which actions based on that motion for judgment on the pleadings they thought would not survive. And then Little Girl Attorney was basically saying that the reply that Blake did was basically an opposition hidden as a request for extension of time. So there was that criticism on it. But instead of him ruling anything or the Wayfarer parties getting to reply to that, he just said the court is going to hold a video conference, which is tomorrow, October 3rd. So October 3rd is going to be busy, y'all. Not only is Taylor Swift album dropping, we're also going to have Diddy and then now this. So at 2 p.m. tomorrow, the parties will be provided instructions on how to access the hearing via email, and there will be an audio-only dial-in number for the public and the press to access. So we will be calling in tomorrow to see what this is all about, why he's calling them into court. There is also, he ruled yesterday that he gave the Wayfarer parties a motion to leave to respond to an extension of time about, it was, I believe, depositions to admit, or no, it was like in writing discovery that she wanted to extend, some kind of a extension of discovery or depositions or something. And so he gave them an extension, or he told them they can reply, and they have, I believe, until the end of the week to reply to that as well, or till the 5th. Let me go look real quick. Let me go look, because I believe it was the 5th. And then we have some drama with the right to sue letter, because they basically in the footnote said that there was a right to sue, or that they had amended it to get the right to sue. Because if you guys remember, Wayfarer said, you guys never sued It Ends With Us movie in the CRD, and how they never got the right to sue. So she didn't exhaust all of her administrative abilities. But then in the footnote of their reply, it said they had done it. They had filed an amended CRD. And so someone called and asked, can CRD, someone on Reddit called and asked, can a CRD be amended? It says you can update your CRD letter, but you can't, if you amend, you have to consult with your attorney. And it was basically saying that the case was closed. So it says, it turns out that the way that BL could have remedied the fact that she forgot to include It Ends With Us movie should have been submitting a motion to Lyman's court to amend her lawsuit, just like when she added Jed Wallace. But the deadline came and went, and she did it. Gottlieb saying that she amended her CRD complaint and obtained a right to sue letter is blatant misinformation, if not outright a big lie. You can't reopen the complaint. You can update your right to sue letter for up to a year if you have not been sued. It's too late for this action because litigation already started. She could start the CRD process again, but then she would have to serve them and bring the case to the court and all that stuff. I'd be curious to see if sanctions are applicable here. And then they say they can't pull a, Voldemort sham here allegedly obtaining a subpoena after the communications. They can't remedy through an amended CRD. So that's what they gathered from that as well. And there was people on Reddit who also said that Liman already made a mess of the schedule because there should have been, I guess, the discovery was already extended, and then there's all these extensions through November 14th. So I'm going to pull that one up as well. It says the deadline was to exchange expert reports is November 14th, but they're saying that any motion for summary judgment must be filed no later than November 5th. But if the expert testimony and the discovery doesn't close till November 14th, then that would have to be extended as well. So I guess they're saying that the calendar is a mess as well. But that's the latest on the Blake Lively stuff. Ashley Brianna Eve also gives us a little nugget yesterday or today, this morning, I guess. She said, I've said for a long time that Ryan stopped paying for Blake's PR. Looks like now legal as well. She is paying for either. No surprise. So remember yesterday we talked about this blind item that he maybe had stopped paying her legal bills, and maybe this is why they couldn't put more lawyers on this response for the motion on the pleadings. And so Ashley's saying that she had already talked about how the PR has seemed, not very good, and that maybe he had stopped paying. So that was another little tidbit on Blake there. I'm going to check the chat real quick. Let's see. Yeah, silencing content creators. Okay. No matter what Wayfair says, the judge is like, no, let's hear from Blake. Oh, that's who you were talking about earlier, Blake. I thought you were talking about Diddy, because a lot of people don't like him and they're like, ugh, Blake. Blake is, oh, I get it. It's a play on Blake. Good morning, Sunny. How are you? Oh, it's by 5 p.m. today, says ACC. Yeah, I couldn't find it. I thought it was on Reddit somewhere. Because a lot of people were confused about so thank you for letting me know that. Why they were going to court, because there was two different documents. One was for an extension of time, and the other one was for this MJOP. And so, okay, so by 5 p.m. today, then I guess we will know. And then, oh, he's Black too, but she's the OG Black. Okay. It says, great, so he can listen to Blake's side's word salad while Liman cuts Wayfair off every chance he gets. Well, we'll see, because that's usually what we end up hearing is, remember when we were there for the Katie Case and Coslow thing, and he was trying to bring something, Fritz, was it Fritz? Yeah, was trying to bring something to the judge's attention, and he's like, I don't want to hear it. So we'll see how that goes. Where do you get the number to call and listen? It'll probably be filed on Court Listener when you can get the number, because last time it was printed in the order, but I'm assuming that it wasn't this time. Let me see, because here's the order now. It says the court will post it on the docket. So yeah, so check Court Listener tomorrow, and I'll try and link Court Listener down below if you guys. But it's linked in yesterday's video too. So as we wrap up, the Taylor Swift of it all, we're talking about October 3rd. I posted this yesterday. Wow. October 3rd will be quite different for these two. One will be premiering their Magnus Opus, and the other will be facing the possibility of years in prison. So this was them in 2009. They took pictures together at the MTV Music Awards. But October 3rd is just going to be crazy busy, because we have the Blake Lively court. This is tomorrow, guys. Blake Lively's going to court to see whether the pleadings are getting dismissed or whether she has to respond to them. And he might even rule without the opposition. I don't know, because she kind of gave an opposition and her reasons in that extension of time. So he might say, these actions don't survive it or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? But knowing Liman, he'll probably give her an extension, and that'll be that. But yeah, so we have the Taylor Swift of it all, and let's get into Diddy before we finish off with Taylor Swift. The Diddy docket, if you guys don't follow it, that's where I get all my info. Last night at the 11th hour, a bunch of letters came in, more letters in his defense. And he also said that he's going to be doing a 15-minute video presentation. Now, I'm wondering if that's going to be his kids I'm assuming that'll probably be some kind of video from his kids, a Hail Mary, maybe a compilation of sorts of a bunch of people that didn't want to write letters. I don't know what the video, maybe a video of him working, because it seems like, I'll get into these letters. But so last night at midnight, there was a letter from Ivy Rivera, who was someone who worked at Love Records and worked for him. It says, I also came to know his children, and they reflect the values that is instilled in them by their fathers, and show that Mr. Combs is a devoted father. Looks like someone said alleged, I don't know if it is convicted, Chinese billionaire fraudster. I don't know who this guy is, but he said that Mr. Combs was very kind. He really cares about his name and reputation. There was another letter from a former bad boy employee, Whitney Artis, saying that, he's trying to make amends. So this is the one, Clean Clergy founder and Miami PD chaplain, Gary Johnson. He's like, I don't come up as a mere character witness, but as a community leader. So he's basically saying that Diddy has agreed to work for the Miami. It's a program called, let me see what the program is called. Or wait, maybe this isn't the guy. This is just the clergy. Okay. There's another guy who has a program in Miami saying that he's going to work. Is it this one? Yeah. Reentry 1. So this is the letter. So he's saying reentry 1 is going to be, the values instilled to them by their father. Yeah. It's really crazy. Have a great day, ACC. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, let's ask Kim how she feels about this. Oh, wait. She's dead. Oh, Kim Porter, because she was sick. Ooh, wrathful. We got that allegedly for the commenters too, for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, so this reentry program is something that I guess he's been doing from inside the prison. And I remember I joked, I commented, like, it seems like the letter, because it was his inmate's mother also submitted a letter. So the guy that he's in the jail cell with said he's been helping my son. He's been mentoring him. My son has never had bigger self-esteem. He believes that there's a path forward now. He's better with his family now. And I'm like, wow, this letter sounds like it's more of a keep him in jail because he's helping my son. Like, if I was the judge, to me, when I read it, it had the opposite effect on me. Like, oh, wow, he's making such a difference in jail. Like, why am I going to take him out? Like, look at all this mentorship he's doing to these prisoners. Like, why? So same thing with this letter, gave me the same feels. It's saying that he has a program inside the prison where he's mentoring prisoners in life skills, entrepreneurship, a program called Free Game that he started in there. So who knows what the curriculum is, but apparently it's about, entrepreneurship, believing in yourself, life skills, all this stuff. So here it says he's going to be working. This is his schedule for if he gets released. At the Miami Northwark Release Center, the Sprouting to Success School, North Dade Regional Library. He'll be giving a Little Haiti Cultural Arts Center, the South Bay Correctional Facilities, Rights for Restoration and Expungement Fair, Quest Workspaces in downtown Miami. And so here's a schedule of what he would be doing. His involvement will be extraordinary to help the community. But again, it kind of read as like he does such a good job mentoring prisoners from his life experience and where he's at now. And so to me it read again like, I'm gonna why not just leave him in prison and have him continue the reentry 1 program from inside there? I don't know. That's how it read to me. And so here's the fellow inmate, the mother, in the matter of U.S. A versus Combs. The letter was submitted by Sean Combs' fellow inmate's mother. And she's just like, I cannot express how much this means to me to see my son finally has found hope, guidance, and a new sense of responsibility. I'm so thankful to Diddy for taking the time to pour his wisdom into him, for helping him realize that his life is not over. And I'm like, this just sounds like he needs to, I believe, I'm the only comment down here. Yeah, I was like, I don't know why, but this reads like keep him inside so he can continue to mentor Raymond. Look how great he's doing. I was like, this has the opposite effect on me. But yeah, so all these letters poured in at the 11th hour. Gina Hun, who was supposed to be a witness that did not show up, they had us believing that she was avoiding showing up because she had left the country. But she's saying in this letter that they reached out to her and said that they were not going to call her to the stand. So maybe because she was a hostile witness, I don't know. But she says she never experienced trafficking or anything like that. And that they tried to force her, like she went and she talked to the feds, and that the feds tried to force her to say she was a victim. And she was like, no, I wasn't a victim. Like that didn't happen. And so they ended up not calling her. So I don't know if this is, out of all the letters, I felt like this had the most weight because, you know, this is someone who said that, you know, that wasn't her experience. And then here he notifies about the 15-minute production. He says, at least 4 members of Mr. Combs' defense team plan to address the court. Also, update on Alexandra Shapiro, who we know is also an appeals or on the appeals team for Justin Baldoni. She actually failed on the last hearing. Remember, you guys, the acquittal and or time served that she basically was trying to get. The judge actually denied that. So he won't get the acquittal. The time served could still be the sentencing because at sentencing they asked for 14 months, which would be time served. Probation is asking for 5 to 7 years or 7 to 9 years. I don't know. I've heard different stuff, different publications, but so anywhere between 5 and 9 years. And then it looks like the prosecution is asking for 11 years. And the calculator, according to some people, would have given him up to 20 years with the enhancements if he does include the fraud and all that stuff. So I don't know. A lot of people think he's going to go half on a baby and maybe just do the 5 years. But I don't know. So 4 members. I wonder if Shapiro will be talking. Agnifilio. Who else does he have? Maybe Brian Steele, hopefully. So it'll be October 3rd. It says there'll also be an approximately 15-minute video, which is being finalized and will be played. We will give the video to the prosecution before playing. And then also attached are the additional letters. So that's the latest on the Diddy stuff. Also, if you don't follow Inner City Press, go over there and follow him because he's also got, so Diddy Docket and Inner City Press, and he's boots on the ground. So he will be there tomorrow and probably for both hearings. So this one is at 10 a.m., I believe. And but it's funny because they said it could last another day. That's what Inner City Press had said. Let me see if I have it here. Because he said that it might go on, that word in SDNY was that it might go on longer. Let me see. Let me scroll through here. Okay, so it's at 10 a.m. in the courthouse. It says, there is some talk here in SDNY that it may be more than one day. Don't ask me why that would be necessary. But that's the chatter he's hearing, boots on the grounds. Either way, he's going to be live tweeting it. So if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to Inner City Press and on X and turn on your notifications because at 10 a.m. he will be live tweeting the Diddy trial. And then at 2 p.m. we can call in and hear it live, but he'll probably be boots on the ground for the Baldoni trial as well, or hearing as well. But yeah, so he for some reason said the chatter is saying that it might go more than one day. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Let me transition to the other story. Good morning, Rainbow. I hadn't seen you in a while. It's good to see you here again. Let me transition to our last story, which is going to be Taylor Swift. Let me check out the comments here real quick. Who was his cellmate? His cellmate is this guy named Raymond, apparently. Raymond, she talked about Raymond. The chat needs an allegedly banner too. I'm going to come up with some emojis for members, and I'm going to have an allegedly emoji that you guys can use. So I'm working on that right now. And so, yeah, let me transition here. Sorry, I was watching the chat. I keep forgetting I got to be at the movies here in like the next hour. So let's see. What was this one? Oh, this is just my bookmarks. Okay. So here's the Taylor of it all. Taylor Swift. The album's coming out tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it because I want to see which songs are about Blake Lively. She's premiering some stuff at the movie theater as well. So tomorrow's a big, big day for Taylor. But this is someone posted this little Easter egg, and I'm not sure where this Easter egg came from, maybe her Instagram, but it says, why is Taylor Easter egging this? Scroll to the next page for the answer. So it said something Happy Valentine's Day, and it's this kind of picture frame that's pink. And people think that this is an Easter egg about Blake Lively because remember the affidavit of Brian J. Friedman, what happened on February 15th? There was a phone call which lasted approximately 1 hour in which the speaker told me that they had been informed that J. Douglas Baldridge, counsel for Taylor Swift, and a partner at Venable had received a phone call from Michael Gottlieb, counsel for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, during which Mr. Gottlieb requested on Miss Lively's behalf that Taylor Swift make a social media statement in support of Miss Lively given her absence from the Super Bowl that year, and stated that if Miss Swift failed to do so, that Miss Lively would release 10 years of private text with Miss Swift. The individual also told me that they had been informed that Mr. Baldridge had accused Mr. Gottlieb of extortion and ended the call. So a lot of people think that the Easter eggs are already coming out. If anyone knows where she posted this, I'm not sure where it was posted, but yeah, it seems like it looks like an Easter egg to me. Happy Valentine's Day, and then all of a sudden that's the same day. Looks like an Easter egg to me. And then also another little tidbit I found was these little kids ding dong ditching at Taylor Swift and Killer Travis Kelsey's house. And it made me think of, remember how they said he jumped the gate? So this is the little gate in front of his house. I always thought they hopped over a big gate. So I'm wondering, like, when they said he jumped the gate, was it just the community gate and he was like lingering outside their door, or was it this little gate? But you see here's the front door and the gate is super tiny. You can literally just hop over it. So I don't know if he just walked through the gate or what. I have no idea, but I thought that was another little tidbit that I had found yesterday of what his house looks like, Travis Kelce. So we will keep everyone updated on everything. Hey, Joe. Good morning. We're wrapping up. You could be a replay crew. Yeah, what's even the point of that little gate? I think the point, Elena, is that there's already a bigger gate in the community to get into. Because that's what I was thinking when he said, oh, he hopped the gate. I kept thinking about Brian Enton when he was trying to get into Brian Koberger's parents' home in Pennsylvania, and how there was a gate to get into the community. And he was like, I almost hopped the gate just to get in there. And he's like, I've done stuff as an investigative reporter before. So to me, it didn't seem that odd for somebody to hop a gate to get to, serving someone or whatever. But we now know yesterday or the day before, Baldoni was caught by the paparazzi, and he said it was a crazy rumor that he sent them. Remember, there is going to be a court hearing on the 10th that Ken's is going to be going to. Oh, if you were Taylor, she says, if I was Taylor, I have a big scary gate outside my house, even if there was a big community gate. Yeah. So that's the gist of it all, you guys. We have tomorrow. I might be doing an episode tomorrow night with Bocce Gohawks to go over all this. So I won't be doing a morning episode on it. I believe Pam Entertainment, good old Pam, we love her here. She might be covering the Diddy trial live on her show in the morning, if you guys wanted to head over there. So I'm going to try and do a night show to just recap everything. It's going to be called October 3rd or recapping October 3rd. We'll see if there's any Easter eggs on the album. We'll be recapping the Diddy hearing, see what ended up happening with him, if he's going to be sentenced or what. So we'll talk about that. If he does get jail time, if by some miracle, Hail Mary at the end, he gets time served, we'll be talking about that. I'll see also if I can find the Kim K filing. If I do, we'll go over that. And then obviously anything Blake Lively related. So we will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern for that show. And I appreciate everybody who showed up today. Thank you, Joe. Joe is a member. If you guys have not become a member, I believe you can do it on your computer only. You have to be on your computer device. It's $2.99 citizen perks. You get a badge. And we're going to be coming up with some emojis for you guys as well here soon. And we will be doing something next week where we will be featuring members on the show. So if you guys have any, I know Bizio does like music and stuff. It seemed like from her profile, anything that you guys want to plug or any channels you guys want to plug, we can do that for you. So we'll be featuring members on the show as well on every show. It says October 3rd will be a crazy day. So much stuff. Yes. Thank you, CJ, and love to the chat. I appreciate you guys. Lots coming. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We are almost at 2K members. So tell your friends, anyone who doesn't watch the show, share the videos so new people can get eyeballs on it. But yes, we reached 1.7K, I believe, yesterday. So we're almost at 2K subscribers for the channel. And also, it really does help the algorithm if you comment after the video. You guys can reply on, what you think is going to happen tomorrow, or anything on Kim K. Just, leave your comments below as well. It helps the algorithm. So I appreciate you guys once again. You guys have a great day. I will update you guys on The Senior and Eleanor the Great and how those movies went as well. So I'm going to go check out that double feature. That'll be the rest of my day. I appreciate it. Oh, she's saying you don't need a computer to become a member. I think you do. To click join, you have to go in there and do it from a computer, but maybe not. Maybe you can just tap join. Okay. So if you have it on your phone, just tap join. I know that with Ashley, I had to do it on my computer because I didn't have a join button. Yes. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all the things. Let's help CJ out. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. And yes, I did get the algorithm. Wrathful. Thank you. That's hilarious. She always calls it the Al Gore, as in the president. If you know, you know. He ran for president a long time ago, Al Gore. But anyways, yes, appreciate you guys. Much love to you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow night. And thank you all for watching. See you on the next one.